Welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm for episode 34 with me, MrSealyp. I've just been clearing excess food out of the cow barn. The 50 cows have been delivered from Nathan. We've paid for them and we paid for shipping of them, so we're down to 392,000. I do need to do the manure. That will go off in a moment. If we have a look in our animal menu, we'll go down to cows and you will see our 38, our 31, and in the middle the brown cows, the 50, they're the ones from Nathan. I have used up all the total mixed ration I had in storage in the silo, so now what I've got to do is make a load of total mixed ration and then put it in there for use later on. I've done the water, I've done the straw, so we're good to go. Overnight, we're up to 7,506 litres of milk now, so by the morning, hopefully we'll have a load more. What else have I done? Field 21 is cultivated. There you go. Soil composition, how are we looking? Have we got? Yes, we've got one fertiliser stake with a few splashes around the outside. 19, where I did all the hay earlier, I just went over the fertiliser spread around the strip that I did to make sure that's on maximum. 18, we got our first growth through soybean, and on field 2 and 3 the sugarcane is growing, so hopefully by the morning we'll have some jobs to do. I've taken some of the eggs and sold them, or taken them to the Manor egg sell point. So yeah, I think as far as that goes, I might as well carry on mucking out actually. I don't know why I closed the gate. So what I'll probably do now then, what time is it? 6:15. It's going to start getting darker to the point there when recording becomes almost, impossible, and you won't be able to see anything, and so I'll see you in the morning. And we'll see what delights we have then. It's now 8:04 in the morning. Our crops still aren't ready to harvest, but there are a couple of things I can do. One, I do need to jet wash all these bits of equipment because they are in quite a state, including the baked bean through the back there, which is absolutely filthy. I will feed Delirious again, because she needs feeding and looking after. As far as milk production goes, we're up to 17,000 litres, which does mean I can knock another contract on the head. I've got a contract here from Stephen Jordan. He's the proud owner and master cheesemaker of Jordan's Cheese Market. They are a family-owned specialty cheese shop located in the state of Kentucky in the USA. This year will mark the 100th year in business, and to celebrate they would like to offer their customers a cheese they've never made. That cheese would be a true English farmhouse cheddar. To do that, they require 8,000 litres of milk, and they've been told that Marwell Manor Farm produces the best milk in all of England. Possibly an exaggeration. As compensation for your efforts, we will pay you above the market price. If you choose to accept the contract, an added bonus, they've spoken to the owner of the local farm supply shop and arranged for a Lizard Mark 8 8,000 litre milk tanker to be delivered for my use. Well, I've got the bigger tanker now, so I don't have to worry about that, but thank you for the offer. All you need to do is deliver the milk to the dairy and we'll arrange shipment to the USA. The tanker would be mine to keep if I wanted it. Thank you for your time. We hope you'll accept our offer and hope to hear from you soon. It's been a while coming, Stephen. I do apologise, but we are getting there. So, first things first, let's get some of these jet washed. And then I'll get the tanker, we'll get the milk delivered, and then I'll probably have a tea break. TMR's okay for the cows at the moment. I don't need to worry too much about that. But until I can harvest something, I'm kind of a little bit, in limbo, so to speak. I don't know why I'm taking the jet wash into the tractor. That's ridiculous. So I'll move this out of the way. So what I'm going to do now is just give these all a bit of a jet wash, and then we'll crack on with getting that milk taken. This needs to go back to Cadet Landscaping because that belongs to them. Let's jump in the Massey. Oh, the Massey, the case. So I'll see you in a little while once I've got the jet washing done. CLG would be happy with me. For those of you who may be new to the channel or newer to the channel, that's my daughter. She also plays the game. I did quite a few videos with her on FS17, some on 15, but she gets quite annoyed with me if I don't clean the tractors. So. There you go, all done. Right, that's the coulter plough done, so it's just the bait bean left. Right, I'll see you over with the milk in a bit. Okay, so we need 8,000 litres. This is interesting. Oh, 8,008 litres. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so this is going to go over to the dairy. That will then get shipped to the US. That's another contract. The horses have all been exercised. I kind of got on top of that today. Rather than wait till the end of the day and have forgotten about it, they're all done. And they've got about 1 day left. I think, yeah, 1 day. So tomorrow they will be ready. So Farmer Foley will get his 2 and Barris will get his 4. And I'll get paid. Thoroughbred horses, 50 grand a pop. And I think I get half. I need to check those contracts. Well, I'll go out. I'll go out this way. I'll probably get in trouble. And then once I've done this, I'll probably see you later on in the day, whatever time it is the sugar beet's ready to go. I'm a bit concerned that actually the soybean might be ready before the sugar beet, but I was hoping to get the sugar beet done, but we'll see how we go. It'll be one of them anyway. Right then. There we go. So there you go, Jordan's Cheese Market. You are going to be receiving your English milk to make your farmhouse cheddar. Good luck, enjoy. On to the next job. I have a trailer train. This is Farm Dog's contract, the one I've been saying for ages. I really must show that I've got to deliver that. Farm Dog, Sid and Bob for Farm Dog Tasty Treats. 5,000 litres of wheat, barley and sunflower. I'm a little bit over on each. I thought I'd lease the tar ups because they were quite small. They'd all hooked together and it was just easier than going backwards and forwards with one trailer. I thought to myself, you know, might as well do that. So I'm getting it done, lads. I'm getting it done. Fine. There's your wheat. That'll be on its way to you. There's your sunflower. And there's your barley. I remembered in the end. So there you go. Dog treats aplenty. Now, I really must get back to this whole sugarcane situation. The way it's looking at the moment, something now, 10:15. It's going to be tomorrow, I think. I might just have a day off. Go to the beach, put my feet up, maybe read a book. I don't know. I'll think of something to do. The time has come. We are on a completely new day. It took right the way through to get to this point, and we are now ready to harvest sugarcane in England. But we're down by the river, so you've got that kind of damp, hot, moisture type situation. Now, here's the tricky thing. So I've got to work out. Because I haven't used this since... God, when did I last do sugarcane? Sussex Farm, I think, on FS17. Let's unfold first. Because although this has a trailer hitch, I don't think anything actually hitches onto the back of it, does it? Unless that's changed for 19. I haven't used it on 19 yet. Look at that. Oh, that's a proper beastie, that, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, so I've never understood that. Because the arm is in the way. Which means I need to set a worker and drive alongside it. God, it looks so good on FS19 doesn't it? I mean, it looked good before, but... By-X is nice. Right, I suppose I've leased the Randon trailer as well. Swivel axle, so I'm going to go and grab a tractor. I think we'll be ready to go. What we'll do is jump in there. If I do pipe out, that's now automatically, or it should be ready to find a trailer. The problem is where a straight line's going to be. So I guess this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where we find out if this actually works. I think I might be too far over. Because I did say originally, when I first started doing this, I said, can we do this? That was the thumbnail. And then I think, hopefully, yes we can. We should be able to. No, this doesn't seem to wanna... I don't know if it's me in the wrong place, or... Let's move that back a bit. Come forward. Really doesn't seem to want to cut. Just doing little bits at a time. Right, it's taken a little while to get set up. For some reason, it was not liking the Randon trailer. I don't know why. So, I've got the Massey Ferguson 3012 3012, which is a sugarcane trailer, but it does take other crops as well, other crop types. They do link together. This one's a 28,000 litre capacity one. It's still a bit sketchy, and that's my fault. So when I said yes, we came, but the problem is I didn't leave a boundary around the field, and I should have done, because the harvester needs a boundary to be able to turn round, and it's getting kind of to the edge, and then it doesn't like it, and that's the other problem as well, is if you get too close to the harvester, it catches on the actual pipe. This is the other bit I don't like as well, is certain bits driving through. Right, so now it's then turned around. Okay. So it's kind of working. These bits of crop we'll have to pick up later on. It's done some bits and not others. It's all a bit peculiar. So I'm hoping I'm going to get enough. The random I'm going to keep up there, because that takes 62,000 litres, and each one of these takes 28. I could just link two of these together, and I'm almost at 60,000 litres. What I think I'll probably do is use this to load the random, and then take the random trailer down to the silo to unload. I'm slightly concerned I'm not going to get enough. That's what I'm thinking. And like I say, it's working, it's harvesting, but it's kind of not. I need to get into the right position. There we go. When it's operating well, when operator and loading partner are working in conjunction, it works incredibly well. When they're not so good. Nearly at 28,000 litres, which means I have to unload. It kind of gets to the end of a strip and decides it does want to turn around, it doesn't want to turn around. Peculiar. So I mean, it's sort of going forward, and then in little spurts it then decides, oh yeah, that'll do, I'll turn around now. Right, so that's going to be tricky around the real tight edges, I think. So what I'll do is unload this. Yeah, so it's probably not the best idea unless you've got yourself a nice border. It worked well on Sussex Farm because there was a nice big strip around the field, and that kind of helped actually. So what I'll do first, let's just, the beauty of this, raise it up and tip it over. Am I not close enough? I do not want to tip this on the floor. No, we might be alright. There we go. It's one of those crops you don't do very often because it's not the easiest thing to do. Plus you need a load of extra specialist equipment which you don't generally for the other crops. It might be the odd header or something like that. And it's a lot of work. So I guess it's probably why people steer clear of it. And because you don't do it very often, unless you are a sugar beet farmer and you're actually loving every minute of it on your map, it doesn't always go as well as you'd hoped. But anyway, it seems to be working right at the moment. What do I need? 300,000 litres? I'm not sure. Well, I might get it. It's only a 2 metre head on the actual cutter harvester. So realistically, I suppose I've got two fairly big fields here. We might be okay. So I'm moving way too close again. It's weird how it will go down an entire strip here, but when it turns round it doesn't like it. I don't want to destroy the crop, but then if I don't go right the way down it stops harvesting. So yeah, it's definitely the ends, it's the turning situation that's the problem. And I say that's why it's a bit you can't hook a trailer. Maybe I'm missing something. It may well be there is a trailer somewhere that you can actually hook up to the harvester, but I've tried all three of the ones you kind of get with it. Let's disconnect. Disconnect. Let's stop the worker. I'll show you what I mean. If we're going to here and go to Sugarcane Technology, yes, I've tried each one of these and they won't hook up, and neither of those, and that's how it was on FS17, so I'm assuming that's still the same. That's probably another reason why people kind of steer clear, because you can't even set yourself up on a strangely shaped field. You can't get yourself into a good position to start the harvester off unless you can operate it yourself. You can't operate it yourself on your own. You need, it's kind of a multiplayer one really, because you need someone to be able to drive alongside you on odd shaped fields. It's a bit of a dilemma, that. It's my thing on red. What am I up to? 1,175 of 1299 slots. Ooh, okay. So yeah, I'm just going to have to, you know, these periphery bits. I mean, I'm concerned that driving the tractor through the crop is going to destroy crop, because if it will just go straight across the field and I can drive along next to it through the sugarcane, I'll do that. Maybe I need to put narrows on. Maybe a tractor with narrows might be a better idea, and it shouldn't destroy anything. That's the next plan. Try that. Let's try that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do next. And then maybe I can get myself a rectangle or a square, and then the worker can just go up and down and up and down, but it's going to take me a little while to get to that point, I think. Right. Okay, so plan C was a bust. I brought the case over, the Magnum, with twin narrows on, and that was fine, perfect. I went through the crop, no problem at all. What left tram lines was the trailer. So I went into the store to have a look. You can put wides on it or standards, but you can't put narrows. So that didn't work. So we're now on to plan D, which seems to be working alright now. It just means I've got to go right down the edges really carefully. I don't really want to lose any crop, and this doesn't like turning around at the end too much at the moment. So, but anyway, I have got a lot to get done. So I don't know, see, it's got to the end, it does that little, I'm not sure what I want to do, and then it will say it's going to turn around. There we go. If it doesn't get caught in a tree, or hit me, or... Where's it going? I really don't know where that thing's going now. Is it going to back down the entire row and start at the other end? No way. It's not going to start harvesting halfway down the field. Or it's going to back all the way up now. It is, isn't it? What is... No way, it's not going to start from there. Huh? What about this half of the field? Oh, workers. I don't know. Right. Just want to say, I was watching DJ Goham's live stream last night. He was setting up Peterville. Had an absolute blast on there. I was on there just watching and commenting, and it was brilliant. I had a real good time. Enjoyed watching and all the chat and banter and whatnot. So thanks to that DJ, absolute star. A gentleman and a scholar. Right, okay, well this has gone weird. I have got tons to do now. I'm going to see you much later. I think the first 100,000 litres I need is for Nini. I will check that contract and go into a bit more detail when I've got my 100,000. To be fair, I'm not far off 60,000 litres now. So it's not going to take me long to get to 100. Then I need 200,000 litres for the contract for Stefan. For the guys at Herefordshire. If you live in the UK, you might know who I'm talking about. I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. No, I'll read that contract out later on as well, so this is weird. Anyway, right, I'll see you later on, when hopefully I've got 100,000 litres for the first contract. Then I'll crack on and we'll get the rest for the 200,000 litres. That's the plan. Let's just squash that lot, isn't it? Right, so the first of the sugarcane contracts I'm going to try and knock off the list is from Nini. And Nini's contract says, I own a sugar mill in Australia, but the sugarcane crops that came to my mill had diseases. I need more. Could I get 100,000 litres of sugarcane? I will pay you, it says 50,000 for your hard work. I'll see whatever this comes out. Not very much, because I think it's only paying 200 and something for the crop, but I've got the first 66,000 litres, 66,500 litres in the back of here. If I come over far enough, and Nini wants 100,000, so the next load will come to here as well. I've got to make sure I don't hit anything as it tips, which it might hit the silo a little bit. We'll say we're just brushing the silo. So that's the first 66,500. That'll be being shipped off to you, Nini. When the next load comes in, that'll be yours up to 100,000. My Massey Ferguson trailer is full with 28,000 litres, and now I've got myself a nice kind of square rectangle on field 2. It's actually all going really well, like clockwork now, so that's the main thing. Right, turn all that off, beacons off, hazards off. And we'll head back. So yeah, one more load, or less than a load, and that'll be Nini sorted out. Then I need 200,000 litres for Stefan. And to be fair, my initial worries of will I have enough? I'm going to have way more than I need. But there you go, all good. I'll see you in a little while when I've got the next bit. Okay, so Nini's contract is complete, and as you can see, field 2 here is looking a little bit better. I've got myself kind of a square in the middle now, so I've kind of tried to tidy up around the edges, and also I've got my first growth come through for the next load, but I'm not ready for that yet. This contract then is for Stefan. It says we're going to have a farewell party for one of our captains, and the lads thought it would be nice to brew something ourselves. What we need is 120,000 litres of corn, which I've already done. I did that in a previous episode, and 100,000 litres of sugarcane. I thought the contract said 200,000, so in my head I had a total of 300,000 litres I needed. I only need 200,000. Well, I've got 66,500 in here, so another full load will give me all the sugarcane I need to complete this second contract as well, which means I might have overdone it slightly with the sugarcane, ever so slightly. I know what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day, so let's get beacons on. Oh, that didn't work. Hazards on. There we go. If you're wondering about the hazards, I've got my Satex side panel plugged into my PlayStation 4, so it gives me the option to do hazards. Yeah, it then says for the delivery the regiment will pay you 300,000. If any other costs are made for, say, leasing or anything like that, we'll be happy to pay that as well. Hope you can deliver. Sincere great Commander Stefan, 22 Regiment, Hereford. Who dares wins, old friend, who dares wins. I've known Stefan for quite some time now, not long after I kind of started YouTubing. And when I first got this contract, I thought I don't know if I'm going to do sugarcane, so I kind of put it on the back burner. But then when I got the contract from Nini to do 100,000, I thought, you know what, I'll do sugarcane, why not? It's not the done thing usually, but anyway. So this is now heading off, probably to Rainbow Ridge, and then they'll ship it from there, and I will then come back. I'll do another full load, and that'll be all of it done. I'll then need to transport the corn, of course. That'll be shipped, and that'll be Stefan's contract for the guys at the regiment in Hereford complete. So not bad. I've done alright actually, contract wise. I've done some milk. I did the stuff for Farm Dog, contract for Nini, and hopefully I'll finish this one for Stefan. 4 contracts in one episode. Not bad. So I'll see you in a little while, hopefully when I've done the next load, and this contract will be almost complete, bar the corn. And then I'll just carry on doing sugarcane for the rest of the day, I think. Right then, let's have it. We've got in here 59,000 litres of corn, the first 59,000 litres of 120 for Stefan. In here we've got the second load of sugar beet for Stefan. Not sugar beet, sugarcane even. So that's the second load going in. It wanted 100,000 litres. I think it works out with giving 133,000 litres, but it doesn't matter. It was just easier to do 2 full loads on here. So Stefan, that's all your sugarcane. That's going to be winging its way to Hereford, and then first of your corn will go in momentarily too. I've got a tiny little bit of field 2 left, but all of field 3 has got sugarcane in. I know when I planted it I did say I thought that doing 2 fields was probably too much, but I'd rather err on the side of caution, and as it turned out it was way more than I needed. However, had I needed 300,000 litres, which is what I originally thought, I would have needed that second field. So to be fair, in my defence, I was probably doing the right thing. So there we go. Second, well, it'll be 61,000 litres that'll be going in for you, Stefan, and that will be your contract complete. And there is more to come. I've got the soybean contract for, is it J? What J? I don't know. 31 grand. Okay. There'll be the payment for these to come. Horses to be delivered. What else? There's more. I know there's more. Oh, there, milk. I'm up to about 32,000 litres. I need 70,000 odd. So potentially it might be tomorrow in game days. The next day in game days I might have enough milk to fulfill that contract. But we're getting to the end. We're winding up. We've got the last few contracts to do. There are going to be some that I won't get done because they were either too complicated or because I'd already done contracts that were incredibly similar. I think I've got another sugar beet contract, but I did a massive sugar beet harvest on field 18, so that one unfortunately won't get done. I might roll them over onto another let's play. The new let's play that will come after this one will also not be, I don't think I'm going to do subscriber contracts. I might leave it a couple of let's plays, then reintroduce them again. So yeah, but I'll talk about those in a little bit more detail. Anyway, we've come to the end of this episode. Like I say, 4 contracts complete. That's not too bad. This can go back. I'm going to leave the rest of the sugarcane for the time being. I'm not going to harvest any more at the moment. It's going to regrow anyway on field 2, so it will take me quite a while to do a load more of that. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, well, squeaky. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.